it's almost offensive. It really, that's why you see Joe go off like that. See, I always point out the mistake of Joe Budden, not because I'm critical of Joe Budden because he's a tycoon in the space, and not critical of him, critical of the information that he puts out or anyone in this space puts out, because there's people like me that you affect that you'll never meet, or it's people that I'm gonna affect that I'll never meet. So I need both sides or all sides of these things to be considered, right? But when you look at him do that, that didn't happen because he was dumb or stupid. He seems to be pretty well put together. But Joe Budden reacted like that because it's offensive. The 2 million hours I put in, and y'all visibly say y'all don't care about podcasting. Y'all say this live on the air. I care about podcasting. I care about it a whole lot. I care about it enough to understand why. No, the camera need to come down some. No, that light, it's a little too blue. Make it a little warmer. I done even picked up some technology. Matter of fact, I paid Parks to do, right, that I can really do myself if I really just want to start really trimming the fat of it. So it damn near come off as offensive. But that's when you in creator land. Everybody in creator land really don't understand their value. Everybody in creator land, they got a mic, they got a podcast, they want to talk. Everybody think they contribute in the same things. And that's where we'll disagree at every single time. Let's listen to a little bit more of it.
What we thought was right, and it's not wrong and right, but it was just, it is what it is. Right. And we had to move forward from it.
And so even in that, though, you're saying that people can't be upset, but people are upset, right? If you, like, just being straight up, if you pay attention to what people are asking for now when they, see an IAA post, right? Or wondering where Fred is, right? Wondering where Channing is. Like I knew y'all from ball. Right. You see what I'm saying? Like, you were a great player. You were a really good player. Like, that's what I knew. But I got to know the men. And people started to fall in love with the men. Like, they forgot you could run the football. They forgot that you tackled. All those things went away. And it was like, these dudes are teaching. You know what I mean? And so you say the ideologies and the foundations and those things didn't match up anymore. Did it not match up so much, though, that you couldn't fix it? Did you try to fix it? Did y'all try to get it right before saying, you know what, I got to wash my hands of it and be done?
I won't speak for Freddie, but we tried to work it out. We had meetings, just as men, talking about what you need to do on the business side. We had meetings, number of meetings, just as men, and talked about it. And it was a disconnect with what we wanted to do. What we thought the path we were walking down, and there was another path that, B was walking down. Yeah. And it wasn't the same path. And as we kept continuing to talk about it,
there's no synergy there.
It was the synergy started moving apart, and we said, well, we'll move on. And we wish the best. And I think I want to speak for Freddie on this. We wish the best for all of that.
Right.
But it's something that we wanted to do differently and think that we can capitalize on something else because of the fact that the foundation of it, how things were set and how things were established, just wasn't something that I was comfortable with.
Right, and so now, like, we were talking about what y'all built, right?
And let me say this too, man. Like I say, again, no disrespect to these brothers. Business is business. We all know that. We all in this new space. We plan on becoming millionaires, billionaires. We plan on, again, passing down multi-million-dollar media situations to our loved ones. At least I do, and I think a lot of these guys in this space does this. So shout out to these dudes, Pivot Podcast. Of course, shout out to I Am Athlete. Again, we just breaking down the game as we do every week on this Up There podcast. What I also say, the market decides what happens with brands, in my opinion. Again, you can bring out something that's invented to make cans. If they using it to pop tags off with boosters, man, now it's defined as that. And a lot of times that's gonna be what's driving your sales. And if you dumb and stupid in the office and you just looking at numbers thinking people opening cans with it, you won't evolve to the next thing. That, man, you better super serve your niche and you better get the bags along the way. So sometimes I get confused, right? So when you say, in my opinion, right? That's why I tell my people, you gotta support my show. If you see me stand next to Nestle Crunch, Get over the Nestle Crunch, family. Because it ain't about Nestle Crunch. It's about LOON. It's about It's Up There Podcast. It's about you being a part of my journey and what I'm doing. Because you pay with your eyeballs. I'm not charging y'all. So don't tell me what to do with it. I'm over here getting some money from these people. Come over here and holler at me. Simple. In my opinion, I'm dealing with supreme game.